Hello everybody, Silver Picker here, and today's video is one that I am extra excited for because, you guessed it, we are going to be updating my United States typeset. Now, if you don't know what a United States typeset is, well, I've got you covered. There is a video in the card right over here, and it's also in the description box below that explains all the ins and outs of what on earth a US coin typeset is, but in short, it's basically my favorite way to collect coins, and it is essentially one example of every type, hence the name typeset, of coin produced by the United States throughout its history. So you basically get to take a tour of all of America's numismatic history within the convenience of one little album. And today we are going to be upgrading some coins in here, replacing worse condition ones with better condition ones, and we are going to be adding a few that I am missing to fill up some of these holes. So I'm excited to get started, and as I say, enough with the jibber jabber, let's get to it. And here we have it, my United States typeset album. This is the Dansko album, as you all know, and we'll just take a quick peek at what I have so far and what I'm missing. So, if you've missed any of these videos, obviously, you can check them out in the card over here. I'll put the most recent update over there. You'll be able to see all the beauty that I have already added to the album. And on this first page, we are only missing one coin, and it is the Coronet half cent. Will we get it today? Maybe, maybe. Otherwise, I've got the other two half cents. I've got all the large cents, all the small cents, all of those unusual denominations, 2 cent, 3 cent, 3 cents. On the next page, I'm missing two coins. I'm missing a capped bust half dime, as well as the 1913 Variety 1 Buffalo nickel. On the next page, the only thing I am missing is the capped bust quarter, as well as the capped bust half. And on the last, I was going to say the last page that I really care about, honestly, are the two seated Liberty silver dollars. And then on the last page, I've got the full complete set, but like I said, it's not really a very difficult page to complete. So that's where we're at right now, and we are going to be adding some coins and upgrading others. So let's get to it. I'm going to slow roll it a little bit, and we are going to do the upgrades first. So what we have here is we have a gorgeous BU Franklin half dollar. And I already have a pretty nice one in there, but you gotta upgrade when you get the opportunity. So I'll show you what this guy looks like. So this is the old coin that I had in my album for several years. It's certainly a nice coin, right? It's not a horrible coin in any way, shape, or form. You know, it has some nice luster. It still has some nice mint luster. It has really nice detail. It has good color, very good eye appeal, but it's certainly not BU. It's not blast white. It's not perfect. It's not full bell lines, right? None of that kind of stuff. So we've got our 1954 over here, and let's take a look at what I'm replacing it with. Check that out. This 1958 is clearly much nicer. I mean, this is a fabulous coin, right? Obviously with this fancy new camera lens that I have, you can see some of the imperfections, right? It's not a perfect coin, but it is really spectacular. Look at that. I am very excited to be having this as the replacement in this typeset. Let's take a look at them side by side. Side by side, you can see that it's really no comparison. Like, this coin looked great when it was in my album, but now when you see it side by side, it's really night and day. It is absolutely fabulous. Let's take a look at the reverses. Super nice. Wow. All right, and now we will have the beautiful coin being placed right in there. Now I can't find my white gloves, so I'm using a microfiber cloth to press it in, and there we go. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. That is a nice upgrade. Next up, for our replacements, we have a coin that you've seen before, and it is this absolutely spectacular, uncirculated, quote-unquote, seated Liberty quarter. Now, it says 1861 Unk on the label. Originally from Rare Coins of Michigan, it was 90 bucks. and God knows when that was. That was probably 20, 30 years ago, maybe longer. But based on my research and based on my experience, I no longer believe that this is necessarily uncirculated. I'm not sure, but I think that it may have been dipped or cleaned in some way. Something is not right about the patina. It's a real coin. It's a genuine coin for sure. I just think that it may have been dipped, which is fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind collecting coins that have been, you know, quote unquote, cleaned or damaged in some way, as long as they have nice eye appeal. That's what this album's all about. This album's, obviously, you know, if I get a better version than this, maybe I'll want to put it in there, but you know, there is some sort of like bell curve when it comes to putting coins in albums like this, right? You don't want the ugliest versions because then it's not fun to look at. But if you have something that's too pristine, you don't want to put it in this album because it could damage it and take away from its financial value. And in that case, you'd probably want to grade it. So in those cases, what you really are looking for is something that has the best eye appeal possible and the best value without really risking losing some of that value by virtue of having it in the album itself. So we are going to be taking this guy from 1861 and replacing it with this hideous, hideous coin over here. I hate to put it that way. You know, look, I shouldn't say hideous, hideous coin because it has been a wonderful coin for me while it has held the place for something nicer. So I shouldn't say it's a hideous coin, but it is not in great shape. So let's take a quick look side by side at the replacement. I mean, you see virtually no detail here, and you see everything here. I mean, look at that. You can see Liberty perfectly on the shield. All the lines on the shield are fabulous. Here, you see virtually nothing. You see her hair, you see her robes, you see the dress, you see everything. And if we flip them over, look at that. I mean, seriously, look at that. The wings, the feathers, the shield, every little bit of this is just so much nicer, so much more pristine. All right, time to upgrade this baby. This is maybe going to be one of the nicest coins in this album. Look at the result. Look at that. In fact, tell me what you guys think, but I think that this actually makes the rest of these look better. Normally you'd think it would make it look worse, but I think that the whole page just looks better. It pops much more just because of how nice this coin is. Look at that. Really, really, really nice. Oh, I am so excited. All right, it's time to move on to some of the additions. So, how do you feel about nickels, baby? Look at that. This came in a piece of fan mail. So you saw this in my fan mail video. This is a 1913 Indian head buffalo nickel. And you can see here, buffalo nickel, raised ground version 1 or variety 1. You can see here the difference is that the buffalo is standing on the ground that the words 5 cents is printed on. If you look at the standard, more common version, or variety 2, you'll see that it's more designed, right? It's more, I guess, commercial almost, where you have the buffalo standing on the ground, and then below that it says 5 cents. So you can see the difference. Raised ground on the right, version 1, and the normal version 2 on the left. We are going to be popping this guy out, and we are going to be putting him in this spot, which means that we will only have one coin left to complete this page. Look at this. Let's just take another quick gander. That's a nice coin. That's a really nice coin. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I'm blanking on the name of the person who sent it, but if you want to check out the video in the card over here, you'll be able to see just who sent it to me. And really, thank you so much. I really am going to cherish this. All right, let's do it. Let's pop this bad boy open. Again, you always want to be careful when you're opening and keep the coin away from the staples. Look at that. Look at that coin. What a freaking beauty. Talk about sleeping beauty, we got freaking beauty. So nice. Oh man. Now, if you're watching this video and you understand my oohs and ahs and my obsession with this, and you're not yet subscribed, Well, I think you probably gotta subscribe, so you best hit that big old red subscribe button. It's right below the video. You click on that and you get videos all about coin collecting, precious metals investing, and a whole bunch of other stuff including personal finance, alternative investments, basically ways for you to make some extra money on your own terms while enjoying this amazing, amazing hobby of coin collecting. And while you're down there, do me the ultimate YouTube solid and hit that like button. It takes you literally a second, it costs you nothing, and it means the absolute world to me. So I would definitely appreciate it. So, for all you other numismatists and coin folks and nerds like me out there, we have got that coin in position. Look at that. That is a nice finished row right there. All the nickels, baby. All the nickels complete. I just completed the entire nickel section. Now all we have is one half dime left. It's the cap bust from 1829 to 1837, and this page is done. That feels awesome. Now, I haven't finished a page in quite some time, right? I mean, I finished this one basically when I started it, right? This page is very easy. It's all modern coins, but this one's got some serious heavy hitters. This one's got some serious heavy hitters. And this one, while it has a couple of heavy hitters, you know, this is not going to be too hard to fill. But what about this page? What about this guy? Well, how do you like me now? That's right, that's right, that's right. Oh, baby, how do you like that? Now this coin, the last coin on my first page of my typeset album, 1853 half cent. Now it does have a scratch on the reverse. You can see here, it says half cent, United States of America. There is a little scratch there. I'm not sure how that happened. I made this trade actually with one of my Patreon patrons, Segway Dad. That's what he's known as in the Discord. And if you're interested in supporting my Patreon campaign and supporting my channel and my mission of teaching people all over the world about coin collecting and precious metals investing, then the links are below and you will get access to our incredible Discord community, our private Discord community. And Segway Dad knew that I was missing this coin. He had it. It was an extra in his collection. And we made a trade. And I sent him a bunch of foreign commemorative and business issue silver coins from around the world. He collects coins from around the world. And I sent him a bunch of stuff. And he sent me this. And I am super, super pleased with it. So shout out to you, Segway Dad. I am so freaking excited to be finishing off the first page of my typeset. I mean, I started this typeset collection like almost 10 years ago. That's crazy. I've been working on this collection for 10 years and, you know, I've made some nice progress, but, you know, finishing off a page, that feels amazing. I mean, the only thing that's gonna feel better than finishing off a page is finishing off the whole collection. But this is really, really phenomenal. Let's take a flip through the entire album and see where we're at. All right, so just to review, we now have a full first page. For the first time ever, I have a full page complete in my US typeset. All 3 half cents, all 4 large cents, 6 small cents in this row, 2 small cents in the next row with the 2 cent and the 2 3-cent pieces. That is so freaking awesome. If you want to see any of these coins up close, you can check out the past episodes where I've updated these coins. I've done some really, really good footage on those. And here, looking at the half dimes, we are still missing that one capped bust, 1829 to 1837. If any of you watching have it and are interested in trading for it, I would be more than happy to do so. All the nickels now, thank you so much. Thank you so, so much for that amazing piece of fan mail. That was such an unexpected surprise, and I really cannot thank you enough. The next row of nickels, also set. All the dimes, baby. The 20-cent piece, that came from, of course, the one and only Jason, another patron of mine. We are just missing 1 quarter here, the capped bust, but we have this beautiful new Liberty-seated quarter here. The rest of the quarters, all set. We're missing a capped bust half. I have one of them, the lettered edge. Now I just need the reeded edge version. And I used to have a few lettered edges, but I traded them away. I traded some of them to Jason, actually. And got all the other halves. All the halves, that one's particularly beautiful now. And I'm just looking for 2 Liberty-seated two Liberty-seated dollars, which are gonna be the biggest heavy hitters in my quest. And we've got all of these guys, and that's it. And we're all set, and we've finished, we've completed it. That's how close we are. We are so freaking close. Now, of course, some of you may be asking yourselves right now, hey, Silver Picker, what about the gold page? Well, I haven't been able to get a gold page yet, but I do have this United States gold typeset album. It's not as good as the gold page because, you know, it's not as classic as the Dansko version, but I'm making some pretty good headway here. I mean, this is a heck of a lot of dough to finish this album. So I'm working on that, and once I finish this project, this will be the main thing I'm working on. But as you all know, finishing is a very, very subjective term. Finishing means filling all the holes, but you're never finished because then there's always upgrades and more upgrades and more upgrades until you really have every single one of these coins in that sweet spot that I described earlier, which will take a lifetime. Anyway, I really, really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm so glad for all of you who have been on this quest with me for years. Like I said, you can watch the other videos in this series. The playlist will be linked below so you can see all of my progress over the years in this typeset collection. If you're not yet a typeset collector, I really, really hope you give it a chance and you get one of these albums or even make your own album and go for it, because it is the coolest way to collect coins in my opinion. I have so much fun with it, and I really feel like I'm close to making some real headway and finishing this. I'm hoping that some of you guys out in the audience maybe can help me, and I'll do some trades with you. I'm not looking to buy any coins because that's part of my whole shtick, right? I like getting these coins through trades and through buying collections and just showing that you can get these coins without shelling out a ton of money and without sort of breaking the bank. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, like I said, please consider hitting the subscribe button, throw me a like, and definitely tune in next time for my next update, whenever that will be. And I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. I really could not do this without you, so a massive thank you, and an extra special shout out to Valine Colby, my latest gold level Patreon supporter. Thank you all so much.